Yes, we're back, guys. We're back. We are back, guys. You walk in, please make sure you hit that like button. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button. Please make sure you hit that notification bell on the right hand side. Remember, we do go live each and every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 6 o'clock Eastern time. Like always, thank you for tuning in to KI Culture Radio. It is Freestyle Friday. Hakeem, Jordan, what's cracking like it? What's cracking like it? What's cracking like it?
Feeling good, baby.
Hey man, feeling good, feeling wonderful. Hope everybody had a good Halloween yesterday. You know, with your kids, your family. You know, everything went well. Now November. Now it's November. November. You know what that means? Mm-hmm. That means it's mine and Ronnie's birthday month.
Yep.
Right after it's Hakeem's birthday, so we got all those birthdays is coming up really, really soon. So other than that, man, we feeling good, feeling great. So let's go, let's get it.
All right. That being said, it is Freestyle Friday, so people don't know what Freestyle Friday is all about. But now that, but shout out to those watching us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitch, Kick, and also Rumble, and also X. Guys, make sure you follow. It's so very important that you guys follow us, because we're going to be the biggest thing on the planet. You feel me? Yep, but it is Freestyle Friday. So that being said, Jordan, what's going on in the money world, big dog?
Let's get to it. We're going to talk about, we was going to talk about, Wednesday, we talked about, you know, the economy, the third quarter, how they went down. And they said that, and also it's Friday too. We was going to talk about the job report for Friday, which it came out. And if you look at the numbers, which you about to show, it looks very, very low. And remember, they were saying on the last financial topic, we was talking about how there's jobs out there, which we wasn't buying it. We wasn't buying it and everything like they know jobs coming out like there. And now the video we about to show you, look at the numbers. It has been jobs really pushing out of this third quarter and everything. So you guys will see what I'm talking about. So go ahead, I can't play the clip, and after that, we'll chop it up.
It shows U.S. employers added only 12,000 new jobs in October. That is much lower than normal. The Bureau of Labor says hurricanes and worker strikes are to blame. The unemployment rate stayed at 4.1%. ABC News business reporter Alexis Christoforous joins me to break down these numbers. Alexis, 12,000 is shockingly low compared to what we are used to. What does this tell you about the economy?
That's right, Diane. Shockingly low, but not completely unexpected. And I want to show you these numbers one more time, because these 12,000 jobs added really don't tell the whole story. And that's because the month of October saw two hurricanes, Helene and Milton. We also had the Boeing strike. That skewed this number in a big way. We saw jobs added in healthcare, but manufacturing jobs lost more than 40,000 jobs there, mostly because of that strike at Boeing. Also important to note that the government revised lower the number of jobs added in August and also in September by 112,000 jobs. So 112,000 fewer jobs added combined in August and September. I spoke to some economists after this report was out, and they said, look, you need to look past that 12,000 job number because it's not really a true reflection of what happened last month, and hone in on the unemployment rate. And you can see it, 4.1%. The unemployment rate has really held steady over the past couple of months, which again points to a more solid job market. So overall, this report, while it does seem shockingly low, that top line number, it seems like Wall Street is already looking past it because we've got stock futures rallying after this report, Diane.
So, Alexis, how could this impact future interest rate cuts from the Fed, or is that less likely given the context of this report?
You know, it's interesting sometimes because for Wall Street, what's good news for Main Street is actually bad news for Wall Street. So a weaker than expected jobs report actually makes it more likely that the Federal Reserve will feel comfortable staying on track and cutting interest rates when it meets next week. So it looks as though Wall Street is now baking in a near 100% probability that the Fed will cut interest rates by a quarter point at its meeting next week, and then again in December. And we know that lowering interest rates by the Fed will overall lower borrowing costs for Americans. It'll show up in things like your credit cards, auto loans, and mortgage rates. So certainly welcome news for Americans who have been, under the pressure of high inflation now for years. Want to point out this 12,000 jobs added, actually the lowest we've seen for the economy since December of 2020. Diane.
All right, Alexis Christoforous, thank you.
No Chaser is in the building. Salute to you, brother. And shout out to Ash Shay, who's in the building.
Shout out to Ash Shay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So look at you guys. Remember we talked about where the jobs at? Literally, where the jobs at? 12,000 jobs. Are you kidding
There is
me?
none.
There is none. Go ahead, Roddy. What's your take?
Like I was stated, there is none. Because I realized there was none. I think that was just a ploy to make people feel so highly of Americans. Oh, there's a lot of jobs out here. There ain't no jobs out here. Please, just look around you. But right now, as we already in this holiday season, there probably will be like small jobs available, but not the jobs that people are actually looking for. That's the issue. All the time. But go ahead, Hakeem, your commentary.
So we talked about this last time, and I said, hey, we can visibly see there's no jobs. 12,000 for the whole that's for the whole United States, right?
Correct. Yes.
Yeah, the whole United
Come on.
States.
Let's be serious. So now when we start telling people how we feel and say, hey, the numbers are not, I say real life tell us no. So we was right on par in that. And we just hope that the economy gets better and hope that we could put a strong president in there who's going to bring jobs back to America. So, but as we see now, we've seen it and felt the numbers were low.
Absolutely. I really agree 100% in that. 100% in that part. You know, you guys are in Florida. I know you didn't see anything when it comes to job work there. I'm in California. I haven't heard anything here in Southern California, also in Northern California as well. So, as far as seasonal jobs, of course they're there. Okay, cool. But it's only a seasonal. It's only for the holidays. But after that, there's no energy jobs, which I think we should definitely need to work on, see some more energy jobs when it comes to here in California, also in Texas. So hopefully we'll see more energy jobs in the future. But when it comes to tech, that tech has been one of the jobs that's been going way, way down. Also because of as we see AI is coming way, way up and everything. But yeah, hopefully next year we see some more jobs. But the numbers we see, we're not surprised at all. So other than that, no jobs here in 2024.
Yep, that's pretty much. Well, that was it. That was told people this election is very, very important. Based on who's going to become the next president, it's going to make us have a steady economy, or don't have a good economy at all. So that's very, very important. But go ahead, Jordan. On to, you already know the sports. What's going on in the sports world, big dog?
Let's talk about it. So you guys didn't know, 2 days ago, the Los Angeles Dodgers has won the World Series against the New York Yankees. They beat them in 5 games. Shout out to the LA Dodgers and everything. The parade was today. We just had the parade. But let me tell you guys, once the Lakers win or the Dodgers win, LA turns up to the extremes. So extremes that all around, not all around, but some parts in LA, you can see, people get all crazy, rioting and everything. It got so bad. I think it was 2 nights ago that there was a few other people lit up a metro bus. In here in California. So when it comes to some of these fans, especially here in California, when it comes to the Dodgers winning and the Lakers winning, they will riot somewhere. They'll do fireworks. They'll do something crazy here in Los Angeles, California. So if you don't believe me, you guys will see what I'm talking about. So go ahead, how can you play the clip, and after that we chop it up.
Things got a little chaotic last night as fans celebrated the Dodgers' big win. Our assignment manager, Mark Luce, at the desk with video of the damage. And Mark, police were saying just be careful out there.
Yeah, and try to remain calm, celebrate responsibly. But LAPD went on tactical alert in downtown LA and Echo Park as fans, as you said, got a little out of control after the Dodgers World Series win. Cars were vandalized, store was looted, and a Metro bus was set on fire. Take a look. You're going to see this huge column of flames coming from a Metro bus completely engulfed this morning at about midnight 30. This is at the intersection of Sunset and Echo Park, not far from Dodger Stadium. Now, LAPD and LA City Fire were called here for a large group of people celebrating the World Series win when LAPD says a portion of that group blocked the Metro bus and attempted to light it on fire. A statement from Metro says the bus driver and 5 people were on board at the time. All of them got out without injuries, but the bus is a total loss. And LAFD arson team is now investigating. LAPD says no one in custody yet for this fire. But this was not the only chaos. There was more. Take a look at this. Now, this was happening at Flower and 8th Street in downtown about a half an hour earlier. People crowded the intersection, blocked traffic. They started vandalizing cars. At least one UPS truck vandalized. And also, this driverless Waymo taxi was tagged on its windows. LAPD officers from Central Division were called out and forced to disperse the crowd. No arrests here. And then about a mile away, an even more serious incident taking place. Take a look at this. LAPD got multiple reports of looting at the Nike store at Broadway and 7th. That's about a mile from the chaos you just saw at the intersection. It's about midnight when LAPD got the report of a large amount of people breaking into the store, grabbing anything they could carry. Store suffered some pretty serious damage. LAPD directed officers right over here. They say they were able to take 12 people into custody for looting and vandalism, and one person was arrested for DUI after a crash here. LAPD says they're also still looking for the other looting suspects involved here. That's it here from the desk. Busy night after the big win. That's it here from the desk. I'll send it back to you.
Now I want to say this. Now the area where the bus was on fire, that's literally 5 minutes away from where I'm at. Where they looted at, that's 10 minutes away from where I'm at, and then with the vandalized stuff, that's about 8-9 minutes away from where I'm at. So when it comes to these fans here, I get all that. I get it, fans. Like I said, when it comes to the Lakers and Dodgers, because when it comes to those two teams winning, they act serious out of control. When the Rams won back in 2021, 2022, they was acting like that. But when it comes to those two teams, they act out of control. And to me, that's a little bit too much for me. But what's your take? Hakeem? I know you know how fans are when they win when their team might win a championship. Do you feel like these LA fans would take it a little bit too extreme about looting and burning the Metro bus?
No, this how LA has always been. LA, when it comes to top 10 fandom, they're right there at number one. Right there at number one. Number
Facts.
2 is Boston.
Facts.
Go ahead.
I'm saying facts. I agree with you.
Yeah, number 2 is, and listen, when we talking about LA, we talking about all teams LA. LA people root for all LA teams. LA Raiders, Los Angeles Lakers, the Clippers, you name it, they ride for their team. So this is something I would be saying like, hey, this is in their nature. Now, if this was the Minnesota Bucks, or if this was like some team in like the Northwest, I'll be questioning it because I know they don't have the fandom like LA. LA has a history of fans. You know what I mean? So this right in that line of what I think. So I didn't really think it was too bad. And don't get me wrong, I don't agree with burning property, damaging, and that's I'm not agreeing with. That they should go to jail for that. But getting crazy, pouring beer on yourself, that's what we should be doing.
No, I ain't gonna lie. I love LA fans. Don't get me wrong. LA fans are very exciting. You go over there, it's like a party of a century. They don't stop. They won't stop. Remember, I'm a 49ers fan. That's part of LA. Jordan can tell you, he lives in LA. So them win the series, I knew that was gonna be a big celebration. So I understand they damaging property, which is not cool. Of course, don't never damage property. However, let the fans have their fun. They just having fun. Go right ahead. But of course, someone's gonna be held accountable for the burning and stuff like that. But at the same time, it's a celebration. They won. Heck, I'm not even an LA Dodger fan. I'm thinking about just getting one of their hats. I'm not gonna lie. It looks pretty cool. So it is what it is. Go ahead.
Yeah. Earlier today, I was taking my wife to work. Was in Pasadena, and I drive back down, and they was probably about to start the parade, and the parade's like literally like 5-10 minutes away from where I'm at and everything. So once I was like pulling up to my parking garage, I could see a lot of LA fans, walking towards where the LA parade was going to be at and everything. And when it comes to, like I said, when it comes to the Dodgers fan and Lakers, the top tier, they will ride and die for their team. And like I said, and once they be winning, oh my God, they talking this, talking that, da 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 da. I mean, once the LA Dodgers got to the World Series, there was some fans were scared because they have good hitting, but their pitching is kind of suspect and everything. And a lot of people they think they was gonna lose to the New York Yankees, but they almost swept them. Dodgers almost swept them, and all that type of thing. So, but like when it comes to these fans, yeah, you guys are right. They are ride to die. Especially the Lakers and Dodgers and everything. And shout out to the Los Angeles Dodgers. So I don't know when, but my daughter, born here, gonna be raised here. So Pretty soon she's gonna be a Dodgers fan, Lakers fan, and I know, when she's gonna get grown up, she's gonna be just like them, being rowdy. And once they win, they're gonna party all day, all week. So they might go to Vegas and for the weekend and party, for the weekend because they won. But yeah, man, shout out to
Jordan.
Shout out to Jordan O'Hara. But yeah, shout out to the Dodgers. They are the 2024 World Series champions. Congratulations to the Dodgers.
And that's why it's so very important, guys. Make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe. Shout out to those that are watching us on Facebook, Instagram, Kick, and also Rumble, and also X. Guys, make sure you follow. It's so very important so you will never miss a live stream when we go live. Hip-hop. Jordan, what's going on in the hip-hop world?
Well, there was some big news yesterday going from Young Thug's case. It feel like it was going on almost a year, but it's finally over. So Young Thug probably took a plea deal, a nice plea deal, and right now he is at home. So the plea deal he took, I just had it. So the plea deal that he took, he has like a total sentence of 40 years. So, but the thing is, here's the thing about 40 years. So, will he spend time in prison? Yes, but not that exact amount. So this is how it goes. So he took a plea deal of 40 years, and this is how it breaks up. So the first 5 years will be served in prison, but that was commuted to time served, and then he has additional 15 years of probation, and then finally of the backloaded 20 years in prison will be commuted to time served if he complies with all the conditions of his probation. And if he doesn't comply of these probations successfully, he will serve his 20 years in prison. So that also means that he when it comes to the Metro Atlanta, he is not allowed to be in Metro Atlanta. So I think this plea deal he took, Hakeem and Ronnie, was a very good plea deal. I didn't know he's gonna get it. I know he's gonna get it like that, especially with a RICO charge like that. But for me,
I told you guys he's gonna be free.
Yeah.
Y'all.
You just said.
Yeah, man, he's right, Ronnie. But yeah, man,
right.
He got it. Even though that case was long, he got it. But other than that, Hakeem played the clip, and then after that, we'll chop it up.
We have followed the YSL trial as both sides hammered out potential plea deals behind closed doors. And earlier today, an agreement was reached. When the exact terms of the deal fell through, it fell to the judge to determine the fate of Jeffrey Williams.
Both sides presented their final arguments to Judge Whitaker. Here's a breakdown of this complicated sentence. What was originally a 5-year sentence was modified by the judge to time served, meaning the 2.5 years Young Thug has already spent in jail was good enough. Today, he starts 15 years on probation. Hanging over his head is a 20-year sentence. If he stays out of trouble during probation, that sentence will also be commuted. Now, the judge reminded Young Thug his words and actions are broadcasted on a global stage.
I know you're talented, and even if you choose to continue to rap, you need to try to use your influence to let kids know that that is not the way to go.
In her parting words, the judge also reminded Williams of the consequences that await him if he violates that probation.
Okay, court is adjourned. Good luck to you. And I'm going to have there better be no violations. But if there are any, you're coming back to see me.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Technically, the YSL trial is not over. That's because 2 co-defendants rejected plea deals today. As for Young Thug, the world is watching his next move as he starts a new chapter in life.
Fox 5's Rob D'Arienzo was outside the courtroom gathering reaction from Young Thug's defense team. He joins us now from the Fulton County Jail on Rice Street. Rob, we understand the Young Thug, Jeffrey Williams, has been released.
Hey there, guys. Good evening to you both. Well, just a short time ago, Jeffrey Williams, whose stage name is Young Thug, left the Fulton County Jail somewhat of a free man. As you mentioned, he's going to be on the next 15 years on probation. Meanwhile, we heard reaction from his attorneys on the steps of the courthouse. Take a listen.
This was not what I wanted. I don't believe that it is just, But I believe that under these circumstances, it is justice for Jeffrey Williams, and he is delighted, as are we. I'm thankful.
Rapper Young Thug headed home after pleading guilty to gang, drug, and gun charges in the YSL RICO case. He did so without a deal from the district attorney's office.
Negotiations totally broke down with the district attorney's office. Horribly broke down.
We ultimately decided we were going to put our faith in the court as opposed to the folks on the other side of the aisle.
The judge warning the 33-year-old Grammy-winning artist, whose real name is Jeffrey Williams, that he could be locked up again if he violates the terms of his sentence. Outside the courthouse, his father telling cameras he still thinks they could have won the trial.
I feel great that he's going home, but at the same token, I still wanted to fight.
If Williams successfully completes the 15 years of probation, the rest of his sentence will be commuted to time served. But he can't step foot in Metro Atlanta for the next 10 years, with certain exceptions.
It's a scary feeling for all involved. There's probably no feeling quite like that other than sitting in a courtroom waiting for a jury to come out.
Just before 8:30 p.m. Thursday night, Jeffrey Williams' inmate status in the Fulton County jail log indicated he was released. The trial was plagued with problems and errors from prosecutors. But criminal defense attorney Joshua Schiffer, who already had on his Halloween costume, says in this outcome, there was no clear winner.
Both sides gave up something, some more than others. There's a lot of valuations that are really tough to understand unless you're sitting in the shoes of the state or of those defendants, looking at the conditions and what's on the table.
And guys, the judge also ordered Williams to be back in Atlanta at least 4 times a year to give an anti-gang presentation to children. Meanwhile, those remaining 2 defendants he spoke about, they're due back in court on Monday morning at 9 a.m.
Go ahead, Ronnie. You called it, man. What's your take, brother?
I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Even though he somewhat won the case, at the end of the day, Young Thug still lost, because this is why he can't enter until Metro Atlanta. He can't go there. If he go there, he's gonna get arrested. That's one. And 2, it's a 15-year probation. You know how hard to keep a clean life for 15 years, especially someone like him. He's in a very difficult situation. To me, if I was Young Thug, I gotta change my friends. I gotta change my music. I gotta change everything. And not only that, but he even asked the judge, can you do songs with Gunna? I'm like, what are you doing? That's kind of show you that he might go right back into that same route again. So I'm gonna be honest, guys. I don't think he's gonna be free too long. But if he stays on the right track and not hang around with the wrong crowd, he should be okay. But I don't know. This is a touchy situation. I want to know Hakeem's take on it, because 15 years is a very long time.
So one thing I want to say, and just to do, because I was speaking to somebody last night about that. Actually, I was speaking to Ruthless. You know what I mean? And Ruthless explained something, and he gave a perspective that we might not understand for people who are not in that life. The state was bleeding money dry. It cost them like $3 million just to prosecute this case, and they wasn't getting nowhere. If this was the feds, he would have pleaded a long time ago. So now there were so many holes in this case, but there's also was things that could have got him like locked up for. So when we looked at both sides and we looked at the evidence, and some things were kind of sloppy and choppy, but there was things that they could have convicted him on. So I looked at the thing and I said, hey, him pleading out, like, it was a good deal, to be honest. Like, what else they was going to give him? You know what I mean? There was already people who was pleading out. They had witnesses and stuff like that. They thought Woody was the only witness. There was other witnesses and they also, people admitted that this was an organization. So when I looked at the deal, looked at the term of the deals, but Ron, you are right. Most street guys ain't gonna be able to do the whole 15. He's gonna go back. Like, I wish him the best, but for people who I know who've been on like 10 years papers, 6 years papers, all you got to do is piss the wrong way. They coming to get you.
Fact.
You could be at the corner, and listen, he's gonna have to get random drug tests. If anybody around you is a convicted felon, you can't be around no convicted felons. So if your mama, your daddy are convicted felon, they can't be around. They can only talk to you on the phone. So this is a very strict, and you're out of the Metro Atlanta. They did that for a reason. When Fannie Willis was cleaning up the streets, and when he locked up, you remember we did the case when he locked up the drug rich gang and got all of YSL off the street. Crime dropped to 40%. Crime dropped. So they already knowing that, once we took these guys off the streets, that's why they don't want him in the Metro Atlanta. And they're not playing this year. 2025, they're not playing. They're coming after more. Mark my words.
Yeah, that 15 years is hard, but that to me, I know it's gonna be hard for a Young Thug for that 10 years not to be in Metro Atlanta. And to me, that's gonna be tough for him. And like I said, he's born and raised in Atlanta and everything. I think that's gonna be very tough for him. But when it comes to Young Thug, you hope that you have the sweet deal that, hey, I got this deal. I'm moving to a different state. If you want to move to the New York or go to Florida or California, Texas, whatever, you have to say rearrange that. Hey, this is the sweetest deal that anybody can get, and hopefully I can do this right and everything. But Young Thug, I don't know. You might slip. Like I say, he can go to a Metro Atlanta for a certain precaution and everything. He just gotta let them know and everything. But other than that, I think he gonna slip on that part. But yeah, man, you have a sweet deal, and you can't mess this up. If you mess this up, you're going to prison. Atlanta not playing. If you mess this up, you're going to prison. Simple as that. So I don't know what the Young Thug plan is, to do this and everything. But hopefully he makes a good plan for himself. Talk to his family or whatever. Talk to his lawyer. But hey, man, this is the sweetest deal that anyone can get, and it's up to Young Thug to not to mess it up. If you mess it up just once, they're not gonna give you no warning. They're gonna put you in jail. Simple as that.
Oh man, Young Thug, he got a lot of cleaning up to do. Shout out to Genesis I Am. Genesis at the Dog is also in the building. Shout out to the mother Natasha Vincent, who's also in the building. Shout out to you, sweetheart. She said, why would he do a serious interview in a Halloween costume? I don't know. That's just how it is. I don't know. I don't know. But guys, make sure you like, share, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell on the right-hand side. Right now, we're about to deep dive to different variety of topics. Shout out to those that are watching us on Facebook, Instagram, Kick, and also follow. Shout out to you guys also on Rumble and also on X. Thank you guys for always tuning in. But go ahead, Jordan, do your thing.
All right, it's freestyle it up. We got some great topics. We got some topics going to be shocking to you. We got some topics going to be making you entertaining, so funny. So hey, put it down in the chat. Tell me what y'all think about these topics. So let's talk about topic number one. So we're gonna stay here in LA. So earlier this week, there's been some rumors about Ray J had an accusation with Diddy's sons for some reason I don't know, and then now we found out it was true. And Nicki Minaj, she was on. I think she was on Instagram Live, and then Ray J was on there as well. And Ray J was explaining what happened between him and Diddy's sons and how it got too close to an altercation. So go ahead, King, play the clip, and after that we'll chop it up.
You said you weren't there, but you knew, and then you kept being around.
No. What I was saying when I said that assets is being taken had nothing to do with that. Assets is being taken since the 90s.
Do you think that's funny?
That's what I asked them. I said, do y'all think this shit is funny?
Who
the
did
world.
You ask that?
I said the world. I said, when I said, y'all think I'm going to come out with Ray White jelly? I said, y'all think this shit funny?
What the fuck is you talking?
I don't like baby oil. That's what I told them.
So and they tried to pour baby oil on you?
No, I said that people joking too much about this bad thing that's happening, and then I said, should I come out with Ray White jelly?
You're joking about it.
I'm promised. I said,
when there are several people traumatized from what I can, and I don't know anything to be proven true, but I'm just saying, people.
Yes, we're saying the same thing. Yes, I'm just saying that. I guess obviously a little bit.
Jelly.
I said, if I said that, would that be funny?
You said you weren't there, but you didn't. Was you just fighting people in the club?
No. I was being a better person in the club, and I want to always be the better person.
Were you just fighting in the club? Yes or no? I don't want.
No, we didn't have a fight. We had a big argument right outside the club.
And who started it?
This time, I think I got loud and got aggressive, but it was the third time it's happened, and so I felt like I needed to like stand up for myself. Even though I was talking shit and we was having a lot of crazy words, I was walking that way to avoid the issue. You know what I'm saying? And so and that's what happened. And it's unfortunate, but what's dope is that we all got on the phone. We talked for
I
about
didn't ask
35 minutes.
you that. Don't care.
You don't care about the piece
Listen.
about it?
At what point? So you saying someone approached you, and didn't you? Was you just fighting people in the club?
No, I was being
Third time y'all been having this argument. What was y'all arguing about?
comments that I was making on my show, on my
Oh, you
news
got
show.
a show?
I mean, I'm on the news now. I'm a news anchor.
What?
I'm a news anchor. Yep, I'm on the
You
news.
don't know what the fuck to do with yourself, huh?
No, I'm having a good time.
You're not.
I am, Nikki.
No.
I'm like,
Good
what?
is a word you.
I'm having a great time. I'm alive.
Amen.
You taught me that. You did.
Third time y'all been having this argument. What was y'all? Stop. You over cockied yourself.
That's crazy. That might be the pause of the year. That
And,
might be a
and
war
the
win.
fact that you think all of this is funny when there is when there's an issue right now with down low men
Assets is
because
being taken.
they have wives and innocent people who simply want to just know the truth.
Well, I said it. Assets is being taken in ways that can't nobody explain. They being
What?
manipulated. Yeah. And right now they saying people in the church doing it. And like I said on the news, I can't even turn cheek to cheek because if somebody hit me, all I'm thinking about is butt cheeks. You know, it's not okay.
Stop.
So that's what I've been talking about. So yeah, I'm an advocate. Nikki, like for real, it's getting out of control. Asses are being manipulated without their consent.
And how long were you around for it?
Well,
Present.
of course, I wasn't there when
Oh,
it was actually.
you was never there?
No, I wasn't. What I'm saying is, I've never been in a room where an ass was being manipulated. But I know for a fact that these things are happening because of all the things that people are going through, even in the gay agency. Like, there's so many stories that they can go through about. Look at the
No, we don't want to
Menendez
know about
brothers.
the agency, sweetheart.
But look at the
Sweetheart,
Menendez brothers. They asked.
I will X this box
So
immediately.
I'm not gonna say nothing
I
but
will
about
X
just.
the box immediately,
Then
okay?
I'm not gonna talk about nobody's ass, just asses
We're
in general.
not talking. If you try to be funny again, you see, that's not your. Anyway,
I'm so sorry.
who? What you're like
Hi, Big
about
Frida.
now.
Hmm?
If you knew, you said you weren't there, but you knew, and then you kept being around.
No. What I was saying when I said that asses is being taken had nothing to do with that. Asses is being taken since the 90s.
Do you think that's funny?
That's what I asked them. I
Ask
said, do y'all think this
who?
shit is funny?
Who
The
did you
world.
ask that?
I said the world. I said, when I said, y'all think I'm gonna come out with Ray White jelly? I said, y'all think this shit funny?
What the fuck is you talking?
I don't like baby oil. That's what I told them.
So
And I
they tried
said,
to pour baby oil on you.
no, I said that people joking too much about this bad thing that's happening. And then I said, should I come out with
And
Ray
you
White
seem as
jelly?
you're joking about it.
I'm promised.
When there
I said,
when there are several people traumatized from what I can, and I don't know anything to be proven true, but I'm just saying people
Yes,
who
we
are
saying the same thing. Yes. I'm just saying that I guess
Ray
obviously a
Wise
little bit.
jelly.
I said if I said that, would that be funny? I said I don't think that's funny. So stop doing the baby oil jokes. That was my
What
whole campaign.
kind of baby oil jokes are people doing to you? That shit, that
No,
just
not to me. Just I see a lot of baby oil jokes, and I said, should I come out with Ray White jelly? I said, ha ha ha, that shit ain't funny.
Oh, so
Stop
you
doing
still
that when
trying
there's
to be
victims.
funny?
That's going through stuff. That's what my main point. It's just I don't understand why it's coming off in a way where people not understanding the political side and the voice that I'm trying to be for the community. I'm trying to be the main voice. I'm the main voice of the community when it comes to politics. That thing that's happening when it comes to shit
What
now. I'm on the news.
what were Puppy's children saying to you?
They was just upset about everything, like they had
Upset
every
about
right to be, but
what?
upset about asses is being taken.
It's almost giving Orlando, sweetheart. And I don't know
I promise
if
you.
if that's what you were trying to give.
I swear to God, it's not giving Orlando
Because
because
it's
I just did
and
it. I just
because
did it.
I know you wouldn't get on here and disrespect
I
yourself like
promise
that.
you. I just
You
did a
understand?
one-on-one with
Even though I love
Orlando.
Orlando, but I'm just saying like, I would hope you're not trying to act like him.
Orlando's on drugs.
Are you?
Absolutely not.
Do you drink?
Absolutely, I'm drinking now.
Well, sweetheart, the fuck does it matter then?
No. Meaning like, everybody drink.
No,
Everybody's
no,
drinking here.
everyone doesn't drink.
You don't drink, Nikki?
No, mind
I
your
smoke
business.
when it comes to shit
What,
now. I'm on the news.
what were y'all arguing about yesterday? That
This
would
the
tell me
last
what I need
stream.
to know.
What we was arguing about yesterday is that they first off they tried to fight me before in a hotel. They said Justin said let's take a fade. I don't like what you're talking about with my pops. Respectfully,
CBJ is now CBJ is saying, yo, CBJ, I can't add anyone. For some reason Instagram won't ever let me add anyone. And
nah, Stevie J just got
it
into it
says
with the
that
homie
I'm
Rap.
adding them as a moderator. So yeah.
I
And
don't want
now
this like
Soldier Boy, can you undo yourself as a moderator, please?
boss.
Hmm?
No, nothing. Nothing. I don't know where that came from. I'm
What you
sorry.
said?
Nothing.
What were y'all arguing about yesterday? That would tell me what I need to know.
What we was arguing about yesterday is that they first off.
So yeah, so it was a long stream, but Ray J was slick explaining about what happens with him and Diddy. I mean him and his Diddy sons, and Ray J. When it comes to like stuff like with Diddy's situation and everything, when it comes to the boys, I guess he was trying to be funny about with the baby oil and Ray J jelly, and was when and the thing is, I don't know why Ray J would do that. I guess he was trying to be funny to the kids, but when you say something serious like that, especially somebody's father, nah, that's not cool. I don't know why Ray J did that. Talk about what be funny and almost had an altercation, which is wild crazy. Go ahead, Hakeem. What's your take about Ray J? You think he was trying to be? You think he was trying to be funny, or we thought about? Or you thought he was really trying to, really piss off Diddy's sons?
I honestly thought he was on drugs. He didn't make no sense. He kept talking in circles. Like, I don't know if that was the liquor or something like that, but the man was talking in circles. He could not give a straight answer. No, like, and Nikki was sitting there being confused, and she had a point to say, hey, don't get on here and disrespect yourself. You know what I mean? So I was like, I just thought it was weird the way he was talking. Like, yo, bro, you good? Why are you drinking and somebody's talking to you? Like on some herb shit.
Yeah, Hakeem, he's drunk. That's what it was. He was drunk. That's why nigga asked whether he was drinking or not. And I'm pretty sure he was drinking right then. He must have been drinking around where it was at with the at the party where that with the Diddy sons and everything. And I don't know if Diddy's sons knew that he was drinking and he was drunk and when people are drunk they might go a little bit more than above and everything. And I feel like with Ray J when he's drinking and everything, I guess he like for him, he might go over. He goes overboard, and when it comes to Diddy and his sons and everything, I think he was trying to make them laugh, make them a joke and everything. But But when Ray J say stuff like that, instead of him think he'd be funny, he rubs a lot of people the wrong way, and I don't think he has the self what's the word self-awareness of him knowing that, hey, that if I'm gonna say, if I'm thinking I'm gonna say it, then I have to make them laugh. Instead, you don't have the self-awareness of, hey, I'm thinking about it, but I know if I say, I don't think it's a good time because Diddy, he's locked up and everything. All the kids are going through it and everything. So if somebody says something slick, about Diddy, the sons, or even the daughters too, they know they're gonna say something. Especially Diddy's his three sons, oldest sons, and everything. So. Yeah, Ray J, even though he's in his 40s right now, I don't think he really has self-awareness of, catching him in certain situations when the sons is going through something, big that's going on with their fathers. I don't think he doesn't have the self-awareness to say, hey, maybe I need to, maybe be a big brother to them and comfort them and everything. Instead, he does the opposite and say, hey, I'm thinking, I'm thinking about baby oil and everything. I hear and see about how churches are down on men and everything. I'm still gonna make a joke about it. I mean that's not it's not cool to joke about that because Diddy has been allegedly, well, not allegedly, but has participated in all these freak offs and everything, and allegedly that in his LA home he had over $1,000 worth of baby oil and everything, and and people was making fun of that. And I think Ray J, he picked the wrong time to do that, and especially in a situation with his sons and everything. And when if I was his sons, I'd be mad too. I'll be pissed off as well. Why would you say that? You know our situation. Come on, Ray J. You like to say you better than that. You've been knowing us for a long time, of 20 something years and everything. And why you say something slick like that? So if I was one of Diddy's sons, I'll be pissed off too. I wouldn't, try to, fight him or anything like that. But I'll be like, hey man, don't talk to me with that mess. Don't mess with me with that mess. This is not the right time. I know you try to be funny and joking and everything, but this is not the right time. My dad's Diddy's trial hasn't been started. It doesn't start till early next year, and and the kids are going through it. And I see that
Yeah.
I see that Diddy's twins. They're I think they're this is their senior year. I saw they was at the homecoming in Sierra Canyon and everything. So, and I believe their other daughter, I think she's going to high school, I believe. Correct. I don't know if correct. I'm trying to correct me if I'm wrong and everything. So, the kids are going through a lot. A lot. From all the way to the oldest, all the way to the youngest, the 2-year-old that Diddy had with the cybersecurity chick and everything. So. But yeah, man, it's right now. It's tough for the kids. It's hate to see what the kids going to see what their father going through like this. And I feel like Ray J should have done a public apology about, hey, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do it. Instead of say, hey, I was trying to be funny, I ain't did nothing wrong. So I think Ray J think he did nothing wrong.
Yeah.
And everybody's saying that you did something wrong. Nicki Minaj was trying to say, hey, you're not looking good. You're drunk right now. So hopefully today or this weekend, Ray J can apologize. But do I think he's gonna apologize? I don't think he is. I think he's gonna try to push it a little bit more. But Ronnie, are you there? I know you have.
Yeah, I'm here. Shout out to the lovely Sophia Grace. She Rising Soul is in the building.
How you
Shout
doing,
out to her
Sophia?
being. Hello, Sophia is in the building. Yeah, but a situation with Ray J, I'm not gonna lie, I think Nicki Minaj was very disrespectful to Ray J. I don't know what Nicki Minaj was actually looking for when it comes to the aspect of the whole situation between Ray J and that party. But I think she was very disrespectful. I don't know. I think in Nicki Minaj's mind, this is just my opinion. I think she felt Ray J was playing a lot of games, so she was just getting aggravated with Ray J. She was getting aggravated with him, and you can tell just by her interviewing him. And Nicki Minaj never does well when she interviews people. I'm just being honest.
That's a fact.
She never does well, but at the same time, I think she should have still showed Ray J some form of respect because remember, Ray J been in the game longer than her. Even though he don't have more platinum albums than her do, but he's still been in the game longer than her. But I think Ray J knows some truths, but he's not gonna say everything because there's like some truths should never be told, and I think Ray J stand firm on that. But that interview, I'm not gonna lie, it was very awkward and very bizarre to see. I'm not gonna lie, even coming from Ray J point of view, because Ray J normally do good on interview, but that one right there, he was just not himself. It's like he was trying to be very, very careful on everything he said. So Jordan, you do make a good point, and so do Hakeem. So it's just this industry is crazy. This
Yeah.
industry is crazy. They got secrets, man. Oh man, that was it. This DD case, boy, you never know who was involved. Go right ahead, Jordan.
Yeah. Also, I saw rumors there was a report that there's taste that they have like 8 celebrities or eight they got like 8 celebrities who allegedly was on the tape. We don't know the names right now, so I don't know if they might come out later this year or when it comes out in the trial. So stay tuned for that about who was the celebrities on that tape. But other than that, let's go into the next topic. So there's this one chick, she went viral, and she said that it is hard to find a real man because most men don't idolize being a good man to one woman, which is very interesting. And when I saw this, I was like, oh, okay. I think this is something a good topic to talk about, and also good talk about. Also, something the chat will also chat about too. If she's telling the truth or she's not, telling the truth at all. So go ahead, I can play the clip, and after that we'll chop it up.
Like, it's hard to find a real nigga, ladies. I already know. Because the real niggas is praising these hoe ass niggas. Like, you feel me? Just as much as they say it's hard to find a real bitch because these real bitches stand about these hoes, well, y'all stand about these hoe ass niggas. Y'all don't applaud these niggas for cheating. Y'all applaud these niggas for having multiple women. Like, y'all think that shit is cool. No, that shit is not cool. How can you trust a nigga who be disloyal to his bitch? The same bitch that be there when he down. The same bitch that hold shit together when he ain't got it. The same bitch, like, you feel me, they got everything in her motherfucking name for this nigga. The same bitch that's flipping money for his ass. Like, all of that shit. Like, how? Like, y'all be praising, like, lame ass shit. Then y'all be calling the lame ass niggas who want to have a family, who believe in having one woman, who praise his girl. Like, y'all call them niggas lame. No, that's not no lame ass nigga. That's a real man who left his girl out loud, who respect women, who knows she a boss ass bitch. Like, you feel me? Like, he know at the end of the day, she gonna have him before his niggas do. So I'm confused. It's hard out here. I'm not gonna lie. Like, it's hard to find a real nigga, ladies. I already know. Because the real niggas is crazy.
Is it Hakeem and Jordan? Is it hard out here? Is it really hard out here?
They don't want
That's
them.
the type of women like.
They do not want them.
They don't want it.
They
Those
don't
type of
want
men
them.
that insult him, they make fun of him. Even if a man try to vent to their woman, they say, "Oh, he's a weak of a man."
Yep.
So okay, those are the men they want. They want the man that's gonna cheat, the man that's gonna spit in their face, the man that's gonna treat them like trash, and those are the men they praise. The guy that's actually gonna hold corridors, talk to him, give him compliments, take him out to nice fancy dinners, listen to all their issues and be there for him. They overlook that man until they hit a certain age, though.
Yeah, yep,
When they
yep, yep, yep.
when the market no longer want those type of women, now they want a good man. See that woman there, she probably was used up, abused up, and now she say now she want a good man. But what about the guy that's in your friend zone?
Ooh, child.
Go ahead, Akeem.
We talked about this. Thank you, I had pump and dunk. We talked about this. This is why a lot of good guys become J aces, Jack aces. And the reason why, because good women don't appreciate good men, and bad women don't appreciate good men. So we're stuck in a hard rock in a place. So I've been saying this. This is just a continuation of what it is. It says not the market. Listen, we're not talking about everybody, but majority of them. They don't appreciate good men. They don't appreciate men who believe in monogamy, who wants to be in this. And listen, even when they get a good man, they put pressure on the good man and try to emasculate them and make them feel less than. Hey, I'm with you, but you don't make six figures. Hey, I'm with you, but you don't look like Kevin Durant. I'm with you, but you don't have a body like an Olympian. I'm with you, but this and that. And they'll try to make you form into that. So it's just best to leave them alone, pay for sex, and call it a day.
Yeah, I do not know what she's talking about because there's a lot of good men out there. a whole lot of men looking out there. And to me, how she talks and everything. I mean, maybe she's saying that and everything, but he said, bro, I came when it comes to money. She probably
Yeah.
wants a certain type of money,
Mm-hmm.
a certain type of lifestyle. She don't say nothing about that. She just said, I just want a good man and everything. But that's like coding and everything. You don't say everything else and everything. But yeah, there's a lot of good men out there. But a lot of women don't want that type of man. They really don't, and they want to play with these Pookies and Ray Rays, or the man that maybe verbally abusive and everything, goes all the way to their 20s, sometimes over in their 30s. And Ronnie made a good point. Today get used and abused, and before it's like, okay, I'm ready now. And then when you're ready, the good men don't want you because they see your past trauma and history, all that type of stuff. No man, the good men don't want to mess with that. They don't. And a lot of men, they're smart. They seeing that and everything, especially with all these YouTube spaces and everything, and seeing how men they really control. Say, hey, I can really get what I really want and everything. Even though I might make 30, 40, 50,000 dollars a year and everything, if there are a good woman who makes that as much as me, and they won't they'll be nice to me, they'll be feminine, they don't like to argue all the time or every second and everything, just to have a thrill in a relationship or anything like that. And to me, that's too much. That's definitely too much. So wherever she was saying, like I said, I don't know what she's talking about. There are good men out there. It's just like the good men say they're not gonna mess with you. They go mess with women that respect them at the fullest, and as simple as that.
Because remember, at the end of the day, it's not about money. I always tell when me and Hakeem will be having conversations, I always tell Hakeem it's not about the money. It's about how a woman feels. Oh, and I don't know if y'all ever heard this growing up. Women always say they want a thug with a little class to him.
Mm-hmm.
A good guy ain't gonna have a class to him. A good guy is he's just a well around good guy. He's gonna be left in the friend zone for the rest of his life. But that third dude, he's gonna be the one that's gonna be blowing her back out.
Say it.
And Ronnie, that thug with a little
Say
class,
it.
that's a pipe dream. That's
Say
a
it.
pipe dream.
That's what they
It's not a lot
want.
of those out there.
Hey,
Yeah, that's what they want. That's what they want. That's what they desire. That's the one to get them stimulated. If you
you
don't
right.
have that, if you don't have that thug attitude with a little bit of class, she's gonna overlook you every time.
How you doing, Bobby Bryant? Tell Sherry Bryant we miss her and we're praying for her.
Yes, we are. And
But
shout out to those that watch Facebook, Instagram, Kick, and also Twitch. Shout out to you guys. Go ahead, Akeem.
shut up. But listen, Natasha, even just saying encouraging sounds like you're emasculating a man. Sounds like you're upgrading him. Sounds like he was nothing before you came. You know what I'm trying to say? Because there's somewhat of an elitist attitude sometimes when you date women, and they have an inflated ego, like they're God's gift to man. Like, I'm heaven on earth. So if it wasn't for me here, you wouldn't be. Matter of fact, they already say a man's life is in chaos until a woman comes. It's just inflating their ego.
And that
And
makes
this
no
is,
sense, Ronnie. That the man's life is chaos. What?
you know what I'm saying? Like, and
That's
that's
deranged thinking, yo. That's so deranged.
now, mind you, if this is a woman that she's not big headed and she doesn't throw stuff in your face and she really trying to help, so she say, "Hey, I'm just trying to help my man." Now, she's not going to use the word encourage. She's not going to use the word "I'm gonna upgrade you." You know what I mean? I'm gonna make you better. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right. That's that Beyonce.
that's
Let me
that Beyonce.
upgrade you. Let me upgrade you.
Yeah,
Like,
he just
no, like I said, what Beyonce puts in these songs? Like, no, women. This is something that she sells. Like, what I don't know why a lot of people listen to Beyonce, because she definitely be lying to y'all, because she's a married woman. She's a married woman. So all the single lady songs that Beyonce be pushing you, and like I said, she's doing it because it's fun and that's what sells. But look at Beyonce; she's been married. She's been married for JC for a long time. She has 3 kids by him, and I don't see a lot of people be seeing that. They fall for anything, Hakeem.
listen.
Big facts. Big facts,
Job
John, facts all
14:1.
around.
A man who is born of a woman is short of days and full of trouble. So we have a lot on our plate. We have a lot on our plate for the short time we here. So we don't want to have people who are not going to bring no peace, or who's going to just bring aggravation. So this is why for men in 2020, 2024, and 2025, just hard to date. And you know what I mean? So when you say that it's hard to find a good woman, are you a really good woman, or is that your ego saying that?
And the thing, I'm sorry, Hakeem. I was saying that and we know if you're a good woman, if a man says you're a good woman, you can say you're a good woman, but a man can demand if you're a good woman or not.
He has to validate. Oh, and I got another thing is, if you are a good woman, then you probably wouldn't be online saying that people not a good woman, that you're a good woman. Somebody will be locking you down like Gorilla Grip.
Yeah, and the thing is, Hakeem, when a woman puts on like Instagram or Facebook, I'm a good woman looking for a man, that's a red flag. That's easy a red flag right there.
Come on, man. So
yeah, guys.
Hey.
But all you're saying is fact. But guys, make sure you like, share, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell on the right hand
Like,
side.
share, subscribe.
Right now we at the hour mark. Right now we're about to get ready to deep dive to even deeper topics. Go ahead, Jordan. Do your thing, big dog.
Let's get to it. The armor mark's almost in. So we're gonna talk about Megan Thee Stallion. She's been trending heavy. So Megan Thee Stallion came out with her documentary. I don't know why she came out with her documentary, but it showed that Megan said admitted that she lied to Gayle King about sleeping with Tory Lanez, even though we all knew that she lied. But we found out that she admitted that she lied about it, and we know she stuffed them more than once or twice and everything on her documentary. So go ahead, King, play the Megan Thee Stallion first, and then play the Gayle King, and after that we'll chop it up.
Yes, bitch, I lied to Gayle King, bitch. First of all, I didn't know that bitch was even gonna ask me about that shit. Bitch, she's always gonna talk about this shooting. Why'd you ask me about fucking Tory? That's not what this is about. Even if I was, I fucked this nigga like once, maybe twice on a drunk night. Bitch, you kept catching me out of my fucking mind. Yes, bitch, I lied to Gayle King, bitch.
Here minding my own business. People were reaching out to me saying, hey, Gayle, Megan Thee Stallion just called you a bitch. Well, I know you're expecting me, or maybe you're thinking I have something negative to say. I do not. I have nothing but great, great love and respect for Megan Thee Stallion, cheering her on always. But there's so much bigger things that are happening in the world, like radio today. There's so much to discuss. The election. Segment 2, Halloween, hence the orange and black.
Are you dressed as a today?
Nope, I'm not dressed as a I'm just dressed as Gayle King. But seriously, I got nothing but love for Megan Thee Stallion. I'm nuts about her. Hey, I'm just sitting here minding my own business. People are reaching out to me saying, hey.
So, So we found out Megan Thee Stallion openly admitted that she lied about sleeping with Tory Lanez, which you all knew about. So it questions that, since you've been lied about to Gayle King about you sleeping with Tory Lanez, what else has you been lying about when it comes to the case of Tory Lanez? And the thing is, I remember last year we found out the verdict and everything. Pretty much us, I think we was kind of surprised or shocked that Tory Lanez was guilty. We think about how you look at the evidence that that if you look at the gun, it didn't had Tory Lanez. Even though it was Tory Lanez's gun, it didn't show that Tory Lanez was the person that was holding the gun who shot Megan in the foot. But but as you can see that it kind of, and also I think Tory Lanez is trying to do an appeal against his lawyer, and he thinks his lawyer was working with the Rock Nation and more information about that and everything. And I don't know, Hakeem and Ronnie, since Megan lied and everything, I don't know about this year or next year. We might see that Tory Lanez can use that and maybe do an appeal and see he might get out a little bit early. So Ronnie, man, what's your take on with this Megan Thee Stallion lying about Gayle King, and also it doesn't affect her case for Tory Lanez that he might get out early?
Yes, it's gonna affect that case because it showed that she's lying all around, which I kind of already knew anyway. Because Megan Thee, her testimony to me didn't even make sense, but now the documentary came out that she had intimacy with him, so which is not surprising. Because I think everybody kind of already felt that just by the way she was acting through the whole situation. But her going to interviews lying and say she didn't do this, she didn't do that, and now on the documentary she actually did. It showed that she's not credible, and that's gonna hurt her at the end. So Tory Lane might be out, like you said, Jordan, by next year. Go ahead, Akeem.
Let me tell you something. What's up, damn, I want to say his name, and I'm always messing. Koafi. Shout out to Narrative and Dialogues. This was the same type of situation. A lot of people don't remember this. Y'all might be too young. When NBA player, what's our beloved that passed away in that helicopter crash?
Kobe.
You remember in his case when they started bringing the girls sex history,
the 2003 case,
the 2003 case, that had whole precedent in him not going to jail. You feel me? And this is the same thing where, like, okay, you had something with him and your homegirl had something with him, so y'all both fighting with him. We all know what happened in the car. We can allude to that. He just was trying to keep it gangster, which was wrong. Because he wants to come out hood star, but as soon as he come out, he's gonna get deported. But here's two alternate realities I'm here for you. I think he's gonna win the appeal. He's gonna win that appeal because she's around here stupid talking about stuff like that. Just shut your mouth. And the fact, Koafi, and you know what I mean. And you talking about that. But secondly, I think President Trump is going to pardon him.
Megan and messed up. You know, if you want to put this man in jail, if you want a lot of body, you live with the lie, you die with the lie. And I don't know, Megan saying don't understand that. Now since now you're going your documentary, which I don't know why she did a documentary, and openly admitted that you lied to Tory Lanez and everything, and about sleep with him and everything. This is credible, and I hope Tory Lanez can use this and so he can reopen the case and get an appeal and everything.
Hey Jordan, let's not forget the other girl. They grant the other girl immunity to testify against him.
Yeah, Kelsey. Yeah. And then also remember during the case, they remember the driver. I remember the driver was missing for a couple of days.
Yeah.
And he saw everything. And I don't think he testified, didn't he?
He didn't testify.
He didn't testify.
There was another person who said they watched it from a house. They didn't use him.
Yep.
They railroaded that man for LA like to make examples of people.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? It's just to keep you stars in check.
Yeah, well, Megan, man, this is hear a lot of stuff about people about her in the industry and everything. I'm not saying it's gonna happen, but you might see in the next couple of years, you might see a downfall from Megan Thee Stallion.
Nobody mess with her now.
Yeah, and look, how I think it was kind of shady in a way that when Gorilla when her album came out, Megan Thee Stallion album came out the same week.
Nobody was checking for Megan.
Who had better album sales on Hakeem?
Gorilla. Her shit was steaming hot.
And the thing is, it's like, and you talk about Gorilla because remember, Megan Thee Stallion had a huge tour, and and she was a headliner. And the thing is, they say that Gorilla, and Gorilla, she was the not the headliner, but she was going to perform. She performed before Megan Thee Stallion. But the thing is, a lot of people it was like a Gorilla more than Megan Thee Stallion. Yeah, you look at this year, Gorilla. She had, you can tell her she had one of the out of female rappers. She had one of the biggest yet of all female rappers. She right now, to me, she the queen and everything. And I just feel like with Megan Thee Stallion, and also she sued a blogger too. I forgot her name, but But Megan Thee Stallion, yesterday or the day before, she sued a blogger. Because he was, I guess he was saying like fake things about being on Tory Lanez side about that, and I guess he was the blog was saying lies about Megan Thee Stallion, which is not necessarily untrue and everything. And the thing is about suing somebody, and this is why I figure out suing somebody. Let's say that Megan Thee Stallion going with the case, and she wins. You know what I'm saying? And if she wins, you know, it's hard to get that. It's hard, and as I say, you know, that blogger's gonna play her 100K like that, something like that. And the thing is, it's like you can win the case, but it's really hard to get the money because there's ways to not paying that person that's suing you. And look at that. You look at it, Tasha K and Cardi B situation. Like, even though that Cardi B, you know, she won the case. Tasha K, since this day, it was happened 2 or 3 years ago, she still had to pay that woman back. So when you see people, when you see, you know, these entertainers try to sue like bloggers and everything, and then win and everything, usually they don't get their money back. They usually don't get their money because the people that are getting sued and they lose, they usually find ways to not pay you back. You know, if they gotta go to bankruptcy, they go to bankruptcy, but eventually you're not gonna get paid back.
So look, I want to shout outs to Papi Blanco. So Blanco and Sophia, there was a lot of other testimony that wasn't implemented into the case. They gave the only other suspect who could have committed the crime immunity. You have to go read the court documents and the deposition. You know what I'm trying to say? And he didn't even have gunpowder residue on his hand. He did not even have gunpowder residue on his hand. There was no fingerprints of him holding the gun. So I want that to ring in your mind. It's so easy. And let me tell you something. We do not support no acts or crimes against women, but we need to be serious about it. There's a lot of people. We just covered a story with Metro Boomin. They put an accusation out on him saying he did this. We cover these stories all the time. So there's sometimes like, yo, you got to be serious. At Jordan, down there in LA, you see so many black men voting at all. I'm up here in San Francisco. Just wanted you to know if you've been paying attention.
They are. They are. There's some, they're voting and everything, but you know, and I see them, you know. But the thing is like, this is because of California, this is Kamala Harris's state, so it's gonna be blue. And me, you know that, it's gonna be blue.
Hey, Sophia, you right on point. She said it was tacky. Listen, I thought that was a personal question that nobody should ever ask a woman, especially if something sensitive like that. They should have just focused on the case. But she did that to try to discredit her. Ask her, did you sleep with her? Did you sleep with him? And I did thought that was tacky for that. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Listen, Sophia, we need to see the deposition. They haven't, all the court files hasn't been released, but they had another witness out there who was going to testify on the behalf of Tory Lanez. They had another thing, and the only other person in there was Kelsey.
And she knows everything.
She knows everything.
Right.
She went on with her life. She had a new baby. She got married. And listen, her and Megan was beefing in the car because they both found out they was both sleeping with the same man.
Yep.
Allegedly. So it's a tricky situation.
Yeah. Any final thoughts for you, Ronnie, before we go to the next topic? I think you probably have Wi-Fi issues.
Yeah.
Well, all right. Well, that's cool. We're gonna move on to the next topic. This one is really good as well. So there's another woman who went viral, and she was saying that women. She says millennial women were encouraged by their parents to be independent and wait for a family. Wow. Something I never thought about, or I don't think any of us thought about, but it could. But for me, I think this is kind of true. So, other than that, I can go ahead and play the clip, and then we're gonna chop it up.
Dismantle this thought that it's too late.
Yes.
Because I think that I'm a millennial, and like millennial women were really set up for the okie doke because they told us from when we were little, don't depend on anybody. Make sure you get your own. Always be independent. Go to college. Get an education. Don't have a don't put a man before your. Like, we were hammered. The messaging was go to college, have something that you can stand on, and then think about a man and a baby. And a lot of us did that, and what that did was it made us older, entering motherhood. Our age, we started thinking about making a family later, and then I feel like we just got shamed on the back end. And we were like, wait a minute, but I thought this is what we were supposed to do. I want to dismantle this thought that it's.
And there, he said, Jordan, I know it's personal, but I see you and Ronnie voted for Kamala. I voted for yesterday. You know, guess who I voted for? Guess who I voted for, Ronnie? I mean, Hakeem. Me. I voted for me.
Coavio on the chain.
I put Lewis on that ballot. I'm not, I didn't vote for Trump. Like I said, I'm not a fan of none of the presidential candidates. I put my name on it, but when it comes to the state and local, I was very diligent on that, and also the judges and everything, and I voted for that as well. And my thing is, it's like even if I voted for Trump, like I said, it's the electric college votes. It's gonna go towards Kamala Harris anyway. So me, I told you I voted for me. I'm just letting you know who I voted for. But yeah, so all three of us voted already. So narrative, I didn't do all that. But going back to the topic, Hakeem, do you feel like what she's saying is true? Do you feel like parents had a big impact when it comes to their putting their daughters about being independent and work for a family?
Hey, yeah. No, you're right, Cole. Go out.
He said you out of the pay.
Hey, yeah, we all switch it. He all switch it. One day we all become the panda bear. Oh man. So I'm gonna say something, and I want to be politically correct about this. So I grew up in a 2-parent household. My sisters, my brothers all did. They are married. So when I look at this thing, and there's not a one size shoe fit all. She grew up in a single parent household, correct?
She didn't say so, but I believe she did.
Believe so, because when you teach a person to be independent and you don't try to value family, or you don't try to value the companionship, that's where you're wrong. You know what I mean? As we get older, we know companionship, family means everything. If they didn't teach you how to pick the right mate, that's not on us. You can't blame the whole game for that. And this is why when you say I'm gonna be self-sufficient, I'm not gonna rely on no man. This is just an adverse effect of negative experiences that somebody passed on to another child. When say, hey, they're all good people out there. You can meet somebody that meets you on their level. You have to learn how to have conflict resolution and work with them. You know what I mean? And it doesn't be one-sided. If you didn't pick the right person, or if you didn't do your due diligence, and this is what it means, do your due diligence. That's why, no, Sophia, I'm not killing you. Just listen to me. Listen to me. It's easy to blame a group of people, but then and it's easy to blame a group of people, but let's also blame the application. As we get older, family is everything. Getting married, being in a beautiful union, having companionship. You could teach somebody to be self-sufficient. You can have all the money in the world, cars, jewelry, and be successful. When your friends go off and be with their husbands, what are you going to do? Who are you going to be with? Who are you going to spend time with? When they are going to birthday parties, graduations, sending their kids off to school, what are you going to do? And there's nothing wrong with teaching your kids to be self-sufficient. You should. But also teaching them to understand you also need to be somebody. It's in the Bible. We're not made to be by ourselves. We're not. We function better as a group, and we function better as a pair. Go ahead, brother.
I really think she has like a valid point, especially when it comes to single parent household. And it's not, and I'm not going to say it's not really the black mothers, Hakeem. Also, black fathers do the same thing. If let's say if a father, he was messing with a lot of chicks, back in the day, and then now, he's a father now, and now he say, you know what, the stuff and I do. It's the stuff and I did. I don't want my daughter to be messing with anything like that. So I want her to be independent. I want her to go to college, get the best degree and everything. I don't want to mess with any type of man like that. So there's fathers does this thing too. But usually, if you see it in a nuclear type of family, this doesn't happen in everything. But in our community, you see a lot of this in our community, and that's why you see that a lot of women are more. Well, not just our community, any community, because we were at the time that majority of women in other races that are independent, and they won't focus on themselves, not really family like that. But personally for me, I love being married. I love having my nuclear family and everything. And when it comes to my daughter, I do want her, wherever she wants to do, go to college, go to trade school, anything like that. But also I want her to have, teach the values of being a good person. If you ever want to be a wife, she has the skills for that and everything. And she can see how my marriage relationship is with me and my wife and everything. As you can hear right now. So, hopefully this next generation is different. We could teach our kids about the nuclear family, even if you're together or not together and everything, because it's very important. Because I know for some people it's important, pass on generations and having a legacy for men or women. But but yeah, I really agree with what she was saying, and hopefully this generation can change.
Hey, Sophia said, if you're not lifting me up, then you're an op, period. Listen. It says, have any of you CCR gentlemen asked their parents if you had a 20-year-old daughter today, what marriage advice would you give her? That's a good one. That is a good one. If you not want me to succeed or do better, then you are an op next. Listen, we're a partner, so I'm gonna want you to do better. I'm gonna want to put you up there, pump you up, put you on the pedestal, support you, put you through school. I'm saying, but companionship is marriage is the thing. It's important. Now, Natasha Vincent, if I had a daughter, I'm gonna teach her to be self-sufficient, cook, clean, know how to work your clothes, open up on bit, but I'm also tell her how to serve a man, how to be a wife to a man. I'm also tell her get your degree, but also prioritize finding a good husband. Bring your husband in front of Papa Puff, so I can size him up. Cause our counterparts, they're prioritizing self-sufficient and getting married. I want my daughter to get married, and I don't mind if he's a little bit older. I'm going to be there. I'm going to be involved in the dating process. I'm going to be involved there. I'm going to say, hey, is that John who work at Crick Creek?
If my daughter was 20 right now, I'll tell her, hey, find you a competent man. Find a man that's similar to me, or maybe
Yeah.
or for somebody that has to be a potential that might be better than me, even though I might not think that, but I could see and say, hey, you like to say, if you bring him in, bring him to the family, I can see how he moves, see how his family is, and all that type of thing. It's just this simple stuff like that. And I want my daughter to be comfortable when she has a boyfriend around the age to bring it to me,
Yeah,
to the family, and see what we're all about and everything.
Yeah. Jordan, we not telling. Listen, let me read this. My brother Koafi said, Joe, don't hurt him. Yes, indeed, brother. I have seen so many people die of broken heart. They could not stand being alone. So with worry and not being with anyone, they sabotage and they die off. Damn. I would tell my marriage ain't the end all be all. I understand that, but I don't want you, listen, Shiesty Bum, I don't want you to see yourself as an individual. God didn't make you to be by yourself, baby. You're supposed to be somebody's wife. You're supposed to be paired up with somebody, moving as a unit, getting it popping. There's more to life than serving a man and being a mother, ladies, is not there. And let me tell you something, one size shoes don't fit all. We just saying what we think is right.
I want to know what examples you talk about. Okay, where it is, let me know.
You
Put
know
it
what
on
I mean?
the chat right now.
And Shiesty, we're not saying that your way is wrong. We're just saying our way, we want to get married. We want a woman to be a wife. We want a woman to be a mother. We want to build that foundation. And listen here, I understand you want autonomy separate from your marriage. It doesn't work like that. We are a unit. We're a team. Then if you know what I'm saying? Dude, my brother Koafi said, hey, my cousin was one of them. She had a husband and still felt alone. He cheated once. She still felt he did not love her, so she stayed out of fear of being alone. But I think he loved her. Now, Koafi, you're 100% right. I don't support cheating. I don't support abuse. I do support somebody. Once somebody break that bond and that covenant, you're supposed to find somebody who's going to respect it. And I understand that. Listen, I'm not saying that I don't want you to be in a relationship that's not good. I don't want you to be in a relationship that's not good. If you can't find nobody and you haven't worked on yourself to be able to have the right discernment, then it's best to be by yourself. You know what I mean? And work on yourself and learn to love yourself. Yeah, and learn to love yourself. And that's the main important thing. So you can be able to love on other people. And over time, your heart can be open to be with somebody else. That is the story of many women, single, married. Listen, Sophia, you have a point. I know people rather be single than be in a marriage that it's hurtful, mentally draining, mentally stressful. I agree with you. I would not recommend nobody to be in a relationship that is mentally abusive, physically abusive, and emotionally abusive. But I'm saying this is now when you realizing that if you keep running into these type of people, we have to learn how to pick the right mate now. There must be something going on in the courting process to say, hey, is there signs that you're overlooking? Is there red flags that you're overlooking? Or they're not answering your questions right? Or they're not displaying the type of person you want around you to build that foundation, that future with? So it's important to understand we're not saying to neglect getting a degree. We're not saying to neglect getting your pop off. No, still do that. We want you to be successful. We want you to chase your dreams and aspiration, but we also want you to understand that that's not the all and be all. And life is better when you have somebody to share that with. Life is beautiful when you have memories to share that with, when you can correspond with that. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, as we get older, our friends and family start to move into their own units, and you're just left doing your own thing. It's not like we're not going to be able to chill and have time, but everybody's going to have their own thing, and you should have your own thing going. He said that the Bible said, "He who finds a wife finds a good thing, not she who finds." Listen, I understand that, but a lot of women use that same terminology and get an inflated ego, like you're God's gift to man. No, baby, we work together. I'm coming and I'm pouring into you, and I'm bringing some value into your life. You know what I mean? You can't use that one line. I hear a lot of women say that, oh, finds a good thing. Yes, you are a good thing. You're heaven and earth. But sometimes women use that to inflate their ego, to emasculate, to do this. And this is why men are choosing not to get into the dating scene. She said, Sophia Grace, are you a woman or a man? No. Native Dollar, she's a beautiful woman. Native Dollar, Sophia Grace is a beautiful, beautiful, fit woman. Yeah, she's a real. She said, Hakeem, people mask up, and once you are dependent upon them, they drop the man. It's unfair to continually say to choose better. Here's the thing, Sophia. In certain instances, you are right. This is why we might need to extend the courting process. Extend it. I agree that everybody should get into a marriage head first into. And this is the concern that a lot of men and women do switch up after a while. So sometimes we might need to run a marathon, not a race. If we run in a whole marathon, within that marathon, is they going to stop and maybe get tired of keeping that mask on and drop it? So when you do that, then you're not commingling funds, you're not commingling houses, you're not commingling retirement accounts. We're not have to extend the courting process. So you are right. Some people allow you to meet their representative. Hey, he didn't mean nothing by it because you don't got a picture on, so he doesn't know. You know what I mean? But listen, Sophia, you have some good points. You have some good points, and I know you coming from and listen here, you got more experience than I do. You've been married, so you've been done the rigmarole. So there's certain nuances that I might not understand. You know what I'm trying to say? I'm coming from a person who still believes in marriage, who still wants to get married and stuff like that, who still believes in family. You know what I mean? Who wants to, you know what I mean? Because I know that just like a lot of us, Jordan's married, Jodo heard him. When it's done the right way, marriage is beautiful. Coming together is beautiful under God, respecting the covenant. Wait, we're doing all commingling before getting married. Listen, no, we're not. Listen, no, Natasha, we're not commingling. I'm good. I like my autonomy. You do, and I respect that. And you know what I mean? We're not commingling. I'm just saying by extending the courting process, you're not commingling funds and properties and stuff like that, just in case of somebody switch in between the time. You know what I mean? And I know you like your autonomy, but you're going to meet somebody that's going to sweep you off your feet and show you that he's the man for you. He said, I love Shonda. She was so sweet, spirit, one of my favorite cousins, before she cried herself. Oh, man, that hurts to hear that, Koafi. That hurts to hear that. That hurts to hear that. That hurts to hear that. No commingling and no wifey behavior before marriage either. No, facts. I have another female cousin who does the same, who is a nurse at a jet, and she drinks and cries. Wow. And they deserve good men. They deserve to be husband. But then you also got to say, look, narrative and dialogue. The question I would ask them, do they go out? Do they go to places where they're good man out? You got to take dating and pair bonding as serious you take your job. It's like going to college. It's like an exam. You got to make sure you know who you're dealing with. You can still be autonomous within a marriage if you are married and a man who respects you. Yes, but if you want to be autonomous, that's no problem. But then your autonomy might cause a rift with you and your husband if he feels like, hey, we are one. You might feel autonomy, but he feels like we're one. So that might conflict. Yeah, it was crazy. Man, it's crazy. I would want to ask what happened to her, but I know, like, it's crazy. I feel so bad, man. My prayers are for her.
That's her. Yeah, my prayers too, man. That's crazy.
20. Mm-hmm.
All right, Hakeem. All right, we cool. Let's go on to the next topic. So, so Angela Reese on her podcast, she warned Kenyon Anthony, which is Carmelo Anthony's son, and he was talking. He's going to Syracuse. I think he started his year as freshman at Syracuse, the same school his father went to and everything. And as she was giving advice, when it comes to like young athletes, how some of these women they would use him for babies and all that type of things. Mm-hmm. And she's got trying to be being like a big sister to him, because her being a woman, she can see how these men, how these women are and everything. So, and she will explain more with this clip. So go ahead, I can play the clip, and then after that we'll chop it up.
When you go to the league, this is coming from sis.
Right.
Even when you're in college, you need to be careful with these women.
I'll be chilling now.
No, for real. Like, once slip up.
I'm already knowing.
You be seeing these stories?
Yeah, for sure. I'm chilling now.
God, don't do it.
That was like, nah.
Because I'm coming after y'all. Don't. I'm coming. Facts. Don't do it.
No.
These women.
Crazy. I'm already knowing.
Because you're 17. Mm-hmm. It's the women you got to worry about that be a little older too.
Yeah.
Be careful.
Yeah.
We're not playing.
Facts.
You need to be careful when you go to the league. This is coming from sis.
Right.
Even when you're in college.
Yeah, I'll start off by King. I'm pretty sure Melo and Lala has told his son about about when it comes to being an athlete. Always, even in high school, if they see something that if you're gonna make it to the college or go to the league, or you make it to the NBA, or go overseas like that. There's women or groupies or women that they'll follow you or they'll use or anything like that. Especially from coming from him, as him, coming from money, his dad being a legend, in the game and everything. And I'm pretty sure Camille talking about everything that's going down and everything. But yeah, when it comes to athletes, I'll tell you this, Hakeem, these young athletes, they are not smart. When it comes to the football league, the NBA, and in the NBA, you can see there are some young players. They mess with older women and they get them pregnant. I'm not gonna name any names, but we know we kind of know and see what they talk about and everything. But I know for K. Anthony, hopefully he's smart enough, because he's going to Syracuse, for his first year, so. I'm thinking he might, if he's really good too, Hakeem. He's really decent. So he has a really good shot, to make it to the NBA, after his first year or second year and everything, It ain't gonna be like that Bronny James situation, even though, Carmelo's not in the league, but him, Hakeem, he does have skills and talents. And to me, he's better than Bronny James. And I can stand for that. But yeah, when it comes to these young athletes, Hakeem, to me, a lot of them are not smart. They want to mess with they want to mess with the baddies, and they want to get them pregnant and everything. Feel like they're doing something good and everything, but at the end of the day, they're gonna be using you for your child support, and there are some entertainers. They'll sleep with multiple women, get multiple women pregnant and everything, and they'll be in so much child support, and then by the end of their career, they don't have no money because they got all these damn women pregnant and everything. They got to pay a lot of child support. But yeah, Hakeem, what's your take on it?
You're gonna be shocked with my commentary.
Okay.
Cayenne Anthony is already doomed.
Okay.
Let me give you an example.
Go ahead.
If his daddy didn't cheat, he would have still had a chance.
That's true.
And then his daddy did it the way where we ain't gonna put his business out there. He flew the girl back to London so he won't get in trouble, and had a brand new baby. You married and you hitting raw, allegedly.
No, he hit it raw. I already ain't no allegedly. He hit it raw.
So I'm saying, so we already, and this is why he was still in the league and he did this. That little boy could be 2 by now, right? 3, 4.
Mm-hmm.
So reason why these upcoming basketball players are gonna all be sex promiscuous, because they don't have a good role model to follow by. You got some guys in the league who ain't playing games.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like our boy over there at Dallas. You know who I look, that boy, the half Indian.
Hey, Hakeem, you think I also know what kind of changed the game? That Instagram
Yes.
changed the game. It's like, it's not like, back before Instagram, like, you could see these women's pictures on Instagram showing how their sexuality is, where they in bikinis and tight dresses and everything. So I believe, Instagram, all these, Instagram models and everything. I think that definitely changed the game of, because these women, they would, like I said, if you're an athlete, they'll send you a DM to you and everything, and say, what's up, you want to hook up, this and that and everything, and they'll look at the message, they click on the profile, and they'll see how bad that chick is, and say, oh, she talking to me, oh, okay, let's do this, I'm gonna talk to her and everything, and they get eat up just right there. So you have a point, Hakeem. I mean, I'm not disagreeing with you. I was just trying to avoid it, but you brought in that Carmelo situation of what he did, and I can't dispute that.
Yeah. Why I say don't police a man's behavior. He has a right to spread the healing. I have no problem. But let's also he's still an example for a little boy coming up under him. If he would have stayed with his mama, ain't cheat, I think Cayenne would have probably prioritized getting it, because he's the number one in the country right now.
Yeah.
It's him and the little African boy.
Yep.
I think the little African boy from Georgia, if I'm not mistaken.
I believe so. I gotta double check.
Yeah. So So this the thing. So when Angel Reese is talking about it, and Angel Reese wants to talk to an NBA player, knowing that these guys are sex promiscuous.
Correct.
You know what I mean? So you can't really, how you gonna give an example to somebody, to the type of guys you want to deal with, because you're in the league. So you know they gonna F on you and have a baby on you. So it's rare. What's my boy from Dallas? He used to play for the Brooklyn Nets.
Kyrie.
Now Kyrie, he stays solid.
Yep.
Like he's married, he ain't with all that.
Yeah.
He love his wife, he's respectful. He ain't been linked to no cheating. But you know what I mean, 90% of the players are doing, even the best players is slinging that wood all over the place.
That's true. Yeah, it's only a very few. I'll say it's only 1% in the league, Hakeem, in football and the NFL that has a married and have kids and everything. They don't mess with that. I think it's only 1%, but 99% is too much. Like when you have the money and the fame and everything, the women will just they be coming.
Yeah, they do.
They come physically or they come digitally through the DMs.
And you know they ready. They ready, man.
Yes, sir.
They're ready.
All right, let's go on to the next topic. So this was trending earlier this week, and this is the Menendez brothers. So they're serving. I think they're serving like a life sentence. I gotta double check. I'm serving a life sentence and everything, but they're trying to find a way to get out early, Hakeem, to get an early prison release as soon as I believe this year or next year. But we do have more details to it, so go ahead, Hakeem, play the clip, and after that, we'll chop it up.
Menendez brothers. Their attorney is now seeking clemency for Eric and Lyle from California Governor Gavin Newsom. Matt Gutman joined us with if they could get out of prison by Thanksgiving. Good morning, Matt.
Hey, good morning, Michael. And that's what the brothers' attorney, Mark Garrigo, says he's aiming for. The brothers' release by Thanksgiving, and his latest effort focuses on appealing to Governor Newsom for clemency. We understand that the paperwork for clemency is being filed. The governor's office telling me clemency petitions are confidential and they're not weighing in.
On the Menendez brothers. Their attorney is now seeking clemency for Eric and Lyle from.
So you better know the case about the Menendez brothers. So what the Menendez brothers did, they allegedly they killed their parents, and this was back in 1989 in Beverly Hills. They killed their parents for money. But their defense argued that it was an act of self-defense after enduring years of being abused by their father and everything. So that's this story, the case, back at that time, it was really cringy at the time. It was a really big case and everything. And now there are, I'm gonna see if I can find it there. Go ahead, King. Go. What's your take? But I'm see if I can find. I'm trying to find an article where of the ways they can get out. But yeah, there's a possibility they might could get out early in Thanksgiving. So what's your take on that?
I remember that trial very vividly. I was in high school at that time. They need to stay in jail. They need to be buried under. Matter of fact, send them to Alcatraz. You know what I mean? Like, come on, man. You know what I mean? And they said they admitted, but they were abused. I understand everybody believe everybody deserves a second chance, but we don't know if these guys might try to offend again.
Oh, so here it is, Hakeem. So the Los Angeles County District Attorney is trying to recommend their resentencing. He's trying to resentence their court filing and try to give a lesser sentences. And so far as they can probably possibly get out earlier in Thanksgiving. And the thing is, Hakeem, the Garcon, and he's the Los Angeles County District and everything. I voted for him too the last election that we had, and so far he has been doing doing a terrible job, and so I'll vote him out for the next person and everything. So he is the person who try to reduce the sentences and everything. But yeah, I agree with you 100%. These are rich kids, and and to me, trying to killed your family for money. There was a reason for that. There's a reason for that. So, I'm like I said, for and there are some like I said, if you live in like a rich neighborhood, anything like that, and also have money like that, because I don't believe his parents put their I don't think their parents put the Menendez brothers money into a war like that, or get some type of money before they pass and everything. So I think these two lunatics crazy is thinking like, you know what, if you take our parents, we can let's see if we can get up. Let's see if we could. They have a policy good, so let's see if we get the money on that and everything. And there are some very very few people in this world, Hakeem, who really thinks like that of trying to kill their parents over some money. It's a very small percentage like that. But usually it be the people that live in like a very luxurious life and everything, like when the Nendez brothers, and they think about, you know what, we could get, like I said, if we could delete our parents, which is a very super deranged thing of thinking, we could get our money, we'll be okay. But now they we found out, at that time they got locked up, and they served life in prison. So, but yeah, I agree with you 100%. They need to. Hopefully, the LA district attorney, he doesn't do anything about it. Hopefully, he can get out before he could do something like that.
So they said a couple things in the comments I want to read, and I want to answer Natasha Vista question. She does have a point. Narrative dialogue says spoiled kids would do that to their parents when they give them everything. The first no when you give your kids everything with no discipline will probably be your last day on earth. That's the thing. Now, Natasha, you said if this stuff was dealing with in and the sass, yes, then I would maybe my mind to change if that's documented. If the abuse was documented and the end with the sass was documented, then I might have a different view about it. You know what I mean? Look at the twin girls who who unalived their mother in Atlanta, who was a deputy sheriff. Them beautiful. Yep. So, and I never said you can't be rich and abuse. You definitely can. And if the abuse drove them to unaliving, and the end with the sass was encompassed with that, then I would say, have they did the rehabilitation? Have they seen therapists before they let them out? You know what I mean? Because I thought I heard when that happened, they was riding around in Benzes.
Yeah. And if you look at the body, we look at the case, but over here, it was more of a plan of taking out their parents. They was planning this for a while to do that. They must have been talking about this maybe for a long time, because even though the brother was close and everything, so they had been talking about a long time. Hey, if we do this, what if we take our parents out, get the money out? And they probably kept talking about it, and they plan on doing it, but they plan failed, and now they spend the rest of their life in prison. Narrative writer said, I don't think those boys' fathers abused them. They were money hungry for their own selfish plight. Absolutely. I agree 100%. 100%. All right, so let's go on to the next topic. Let's talk about anything. Let's see if I pass. Let's do this topic before we hit the Donald Trump topic. So get this, Hakeem, in Houston. So 200 unqualified teacher certification, and 200 unqualified teachers are certified in a $1 million Houston based cheating scheme. So there was an assistant principal and another guy who was giving out teacher certifications for also teachers so teachers could teach in school and everything, and they was doing this for a matter of years. And I guess the Houston, they was doing doing a case on this for a long time, and see that there was a scheme of how how the principal and the guy was getting over almost $100 of money of passing out fake teachers certifications and everything, and now they finally caught him, and now they're going to jail. So this came out 2 days ago. So go ahead, King, play the clip out there in Houston, and after that we'll chop it up.
Thank you. Well, the Texas Education Agency, also known as the TEA, is reviewing allegations that hundreds of teachers cheated on the state's teacher certification test. But beyond that, they aren't saying much. We asked the agency to provide somebody for an interview to share their thoughts on these allegations. And then we also sent them a list of questions, many questions you at home are asking us. However, they say they could not elaborate at this time. But this is still a very new and active investigation. So for more, let's go to KPRC2's Real One Logan live from the Harris County Jail, where those educators, Real One, remain in jail with details on the testing company.
Yeah, Daniela, 3 of those educators are in the jail, Harris County Jail behind me here. 2 of them had their bonds reduced this morning, so at any moment they could be released. 3 Harris County mugshots for Houston ISD educators charged with engaging in organized crime for an alleged teacher certification scheme. The Harris County DA alleges the statewide effort led by Booker T. Washington basketball coach Vincent Grayson. Court records state Grayson intentionally and knowingly made false entry in a governmental record, namely a Pearson VUE Texas Educator Certification Examination. Pearson is one of 2 test vendors the state uses. According to the company's online promotional video, they have several safeguards around its testing centers to prevent events like this.
Many programs require 2 forms of ID. For example, a passport, driver's license, or credit card.
The company's spokesperson tells KPRC2 public trust is paramount, adding they are committed to integrity and professional certification and licensure testing and actively monitor, investigate, and report suspicious activity or anomalies to our customers. Their customer, in this case, the Texas Education Agency, which didn't comment on our specific questions regarding this video.
It's very troubling, right? Because a teacher, especially teachers and coaches who help influence children's behavior, we count on them for their moral compass, right? A part of what they do goes beyond their mastery of their subject matter.
I'd just like to remind everyone that my client is innocent until proven guilty, and we look forward to hearing more about the state's evidence, and we look forward to challenging that evidence, and so that Ms. Roberts can have her day in court.
The DA's office alleged that 210 people are involved in this one-reach scheme. So we reached out to the DA's office along with the TEA trying to get a list of those involved. We have yet to hear back from them regarding that matter. The TEA says that the State Board for Educator Certification will determine whether sanctions will be put in place for the once this all resolves itself. We tried reaching out to that board. We were unable to find any contact information for them. Reporting live in downtown Houston, Roman Blogan, KPRC 2 News.
Wow, man, it's crazy. This remind me back in Florida. They was doing. I forgot what they was doing. They was doing the fake certification for nurses. Remember that?
For nurses,
that story?
Yeah.
Now in Houston, they do the same thing when it comes to teachers. So go ahead, Kim. What's your take on this?
Hey, man, when you have a thirst, and you so hungry, you willing to take that back door. They willing to risk it all. That's why a lot of people just don't want to do it the easy. They want to do it the regular way. Like you know, you gotta want to do it the right way. There's no shortcuts in success. And when I see this, our people in our community don't want to just put in the work and take the years to get to what it is. It took us years to do this. We didn't cut no corners. We're still perfecting what we got to do, hoping to get to that. There's some doors we could have cut. We could have tried to pay people and do all that. No. So when I see that, oh, you didn't want to study and earn your certificate, maybe you ain't supposed to be a teacher. If you can't pass it, you're not supposed to be a teacher.
And Hakeem, like I said, when you put in the grind, you put in the work, you feel accomplished, you know. And you said the same thing about doing us, you know. There's sometimes accomplished you feel, you know, just having a year's experience, doing a thousand hours of this. thousands and thousands of dollars of doing something like this. And when it comes to stuff like being a nursing, you try to get a nursing certificate, or with this video of getting a teacher certification and everything, you know, and taking the shortcut and everything, you know, it's just like, you know, I just want to get this and go with it and everything. I know teachers don't get paid a lot and everything, but still, you know, you still feel accomplished of doing the hard way and then also doing the test so you get the right certification. So, but yeah, when it comes to that gym teacher and that assistant principal, man, they thought they was doing something big and everything. They thought they had the tickets and say, hey, okay, we could make some money off of this and everything. So, but and thinking like they wasn't gonna get caught because they kept on doing this and everything. But eventually, if you keep leaving paper trail, eventually, you know, the detectives, they're gonna snoop around, they're gonna find something. And they're doing this so long, they left paper trail and found and look at it now. They got caught. I ain't read their what kind of counts they're facing or anything, but wherever counts they get it's not good. It's definitely not good. So, is this the first time we're gonna see something like this? No. In the teachers field, no, or any other field, no. You know, like I said, we cover about the nursing situation in Florida about, you know, there was a guy who passing out fake degrees. I believe it was 200 degrees he gave, nursing degrees, something like that. And, you know, and then he got caught. He made a whole lot of money. He got caught. And the situation here in Houston, you know, giving out fake certifications to teachers to get real quick. And now that, you know, you left paper trails, like I say, and now they got caught, and they're gonna do hard time for that. So people, you know, if you're somebody that's passionate about it, you want to do something, don't take the easy way out. Make sure you do it the right way, because at the end of the day, you're gonna feel accomplished, and after that, you feel like, you know, you did your part, and you feel like you're not cheating the game, because you feel if you cheating the game, it doesn't feel the right way. It does not whatsoever. But other than that, we're going to go to our final topic of today, and we're going to talk about Donald Trump. So, so the elections is days away. You know, if you guys are early voting, go ahead and do your early voting. But the thing is, Hakeem, Trump is, I want to talk about how entertaining Trump is, how he uses entertainment for votes. So if you guys don't know, when Kamala 4 or 5 days ago, she had a rally in Houston, and she brought out Beyonce and Kelly Rowland. You know, Beyonce said a few things, and she left and everything. And then, you know, the next day, I don't know, it was later that night or the next day, Donald Trump saw that, you know, and he talked about, you know, how Joe Biden is sleeping, and how Kamala is having a dance party with Beyonce, and him saying that, you know, there was a guy who clicked it and made his own beat, and he made it clever of making a little beat of dance party with Beyonce, and it hit so hard. Hakeem, was so entertaining, and that right there, Hakeem, I think that how Trump is so entertaining and what he said, it kind of turns people to vote to him, not just, you know, in the white community, but in the black community, the Latin community, all over community, and that right here is, to me, is very genius, and especially around this time, was, you know, the election day is so days away, that, you know, people could turn around and not vote for Kamala and vote for Donald Trump. So go ahead, Ken, you play the clip. This is not copywritten, because when I did my research, you can play the music, and we should be here for the copyright. So go ahead and play the music, and after that, we'll chop it up. He said, narrative dollar. Say, I haven't heard it. Well, you're gonna hear it, and you're gonna see why. It's so funny. No. I'm in LA. I was talking about Kamala Harris. He was doing.
Is it a dance party with Beyonce? Beyonce. Dance party with Beyonce. Dance party with Beyonce. Dance party with Beyonce. Dance party with Beyonce. Beyonce. Party with Beyonce. Beyonce, Beyonce, Beyonce. Dance party with 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 Beyonce. Beyonce, Beyonce. Dance party with Beyonce. Beyonce. Dance party with Beyonce. Beyonce. Dance party with Beyonce. Dance party with Beyonce. Beyonce.
You want me to play the clip after this?
Beyonce.
Yeah.
Beyonce. Party with Beyonce. Beyonce.
Garbage truck. This truck is in honor of Kamala and Joe Biden. How do you like my garbage truck? This truck is in honor of Kamala.
Questions from reporters.
Joe Biden to make that statement, it's really a disgrace.
You said the other day that the military could be used, that the military or the National Guard could be used on election day if necessary. Can you explain what you meant by that in detail?
I don't think they'll have to be used. I think we're going to have a big victory. And I think 250 million people in this country are going to be very happy because we're going to bring the country back. We're a nation in decline, very, very serious decline. And we're going to bring our country back.
Did you know that Elon Musk was in close contact with President Bush? Did you know about this? Did you know about Elon Musk calls and close communication?
No, I don't know. Elon is a great guy. He's one of our geniuses, and we have to protect our geniuses. We have to take care of our geniuses. There aren't too many of them. Yes, please.
Puerto Rico an apology for what the comedian said?
No, I love Puerto Rico, and Puerto Rico loves me. I don't know anything about a comedian. I love Puerto Rico. Nobody's done more for Puerto Rico.
Questions from reporters.
Hello, everybody. This is Donald Trump, and 250 million people are not garbage. Hello, everybody. Donald Trump has no character. He doesn't give a damn about the Latino community. He's failed businessman. He only cares about the billionaire friends he has and accumulating wealth for those at the top. You know, he says immigrants are poisoning the blood of our country. Give me a break. He wants to do away with the birthright citizenship. Who the hell has said that in the last 100 years? And just the other day, a speaker at his rally called Puerto Rico a floating island of garbage. Well, let me tell you something. I don't know the Puerto Rican that I know, or Puerto Rico where I'm in my home state of Delaware. They're good, decent, honorable people. The only garbage I see floating out there is his supporters. His demonization of Latinos is unconscionable, and it's un-American. It's totally contrary to everything we've done. Donald Trump has no character. He doesn't give a damn about the Latino community.
Hakeem, you could love that man or you could hate that man to your soul. That man is very entertaining. And the thing is, it's genius. It's very genius, y'all. I mean, some stuff you like I said, some stuff you might agree with, disagree with, but that man is entertaining as hell. He's probably the most entertaining president we ever had. Period. We ever had. I mean, just to say Beyonce, and then somebody clipped it, and now they went viral. Hakeem, that's gonna get votes. That's gonna get votes because it's so entertaining. And like I said, I heard that they was playing at one music festival in Atlanta and everything, and the whole crowd was dancing to it, yo. So, hey man, that right there can help him get more votes going towards the election. What's your take, Hakeem?
You want to know something? You know how I'm giving it up. You know how I feel about him. Like, his response is this, and we need to. I know a lot of people get emotional when they hear things, and people are entitled to their opinions. But I look at this, and now it's just a bunch of semantics going on. You know what I mean? Like in Sleepy Joe, like he lost this one. You wanted to say that. He did. Come on, bro. Like, you know what I mean? He said he would make me laugh, but guess what? Is serious about the hate for black people due to who he's supporting and cheering on him. Sleepy Joe's the same person who said that if you don't vote for him, you ain't black.
You ain't black. I said,
if that's not racist and bigotry, I don't know what you call it. But a lot of people would give that a pass. A lot of people won't say nothing besides that. But then,
or they say, "Oh, he wasn't serious. He was just saying that just to be entertainment." Man, that wasn't entertainment whatsoever.
Come on, man. Like I've heard him said worse over the years compared to Donald Trump. So
Absolutely.
I'm good.
Yeah, but yeah, people, elections is days away. If you guys didn't vote, go ahead and vote. Early voting is like I said, older voting. That means less waiting on the lines. Or you want to wait for the big day on Tuesday and do your vote. Go ahead and do that. So, if we find out who wins before the show starts on Wednesday, we will do maybe half a show on the Hakeem, and we'll talk about the winner and loser, all that type of things. Um, but yeah, just go ahead, people, go on and vote and do what you're supposed to do, not just for the president, also voting for in the state, and also vote for locally as well, because if you do that, you definitely see more change in your community if you vote state and if you vote for local. But other than that, people, we have reached the 2 hour mark. Shout out to Ronnie. He had Wi-Fi issues, so he was able to do the full show. But shout out to Ronnie for being here, doing what we do, and he'll definitely be back on Monday. But other than that, we're going to speak a special shout out to people before the end of the show. Shout out to Ash A. He said, "Then that makes it okay, Hakeem with Jordan." Yeah, shout out to you, Ashley. Shout out to Narrative Dollars. We see you. Shout out to the mud mother, Natasha Vincent. Shout out to Muhammad. We see you. Shout out to Sapphire Grace. We appreciate you, sister. Shout out to Shaishi Bomb. Shout out to Bobby Bryan and Sherry Bryan. We still praying for you, Sherry. Who else was in the chat? Shout out to Jodo Hurdo. Assalamu alaikum to you, brother. Who else we had on here? Victor, we see you. Shout out to Victor who was in the chat. Who else? Why High, shout out to you. Anything else we had? Shout out to Paulo Blanco. I don't know if that's Papi Blanco. Anybody else? Shout out to Genesis I Am. We see you, sister. And shout out to No Chaser. Anybody else watching us from Instagram, Hakeem?
Oh yes. Shout outs to Load Fast 750K. Oh my God, these names. Shout outs to my brother from another mother, IETC New, Ghost Town. Shout outs to Vibing to My Own Tune. Shout outs to Jeffrey M87. Shout outs to True Era Entertainment. Shout outs to True Era Entertainment, based out of Boston, Massachusetts. They put out the biggest shows out there. Shout outs to Roxy, Pinky, Shayla, Jay. I don't know if that's our Roxy, but and shout outs to Rocket Man Tyson, which is Vic.
All right. They rock with us from Instagram and
Yeah, he's
on
watching.
YouTube. Shout out to Vic on that.
Yeah.
But yeah, guys, before you go, make sure you hit that shop link that's on the bottom to get the Chaos Coast Radio t-shirts. We got different colors. We got black, we got red, we got green, we got navy, we got blue. Shout out to, and we also got the Chaos Coast Radio hats, the Chaos Coast Radio coffee mugs. We got also the Chaos Coast Radio sweaters we have there. Hakeem is still working on the jackets and everything for the cold winters and everything. Also, hit the community tab to get Hakeem's book Black Love. It's still on there, and also Hakeem's still working on his next book. It's coming out next year, Hakeem.
Man, you wanna know something, man? It's tough writing, so I'm gonna see if I can get it by the end of December.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And then my accountability partner has been checking in with me, so I want to speed up, at least get my accountability partner a rough draft of the book.
Okay. So hopefully we'll see it soon, and hopefully we can put it onto the shop link if you two guys hit us on that. But other than that, folks, we appreciate you watching us. Once again, we will be back on Monday for Fresh Start Mondays, and Ronnie will be back